You know, all of us deal with stress in life. It just comes with the territory. So let's talk a little bit about how we deal with that. It's time for Gracepoints. If you're like me, you deal with a lot of stress in life. From work, from home, from the things that you have to do, and you kind of feel under the pressure of it all depending on you. And it can come from all directions, and you don't always know how to deal with it. You don't always have the most productive way of alleviating the stress. I build Lego, I listen to music, I figure out different things, but if I'm honest, those don't always get the job done. And if you're honest with yourself, maybe what you're doing to deal with your stress doesn't always get it done either. I can't say that I have all of the answers, but I do think I have an idea. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 tells us, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Whew. That's such a powerful passage. Cast all your anxiety, listen to the word, the anxiety on him. Not responsibility. Cast your anxiety about the responsibility on him because he cares for you. The truth is, stress is built on a really flimsy platform of fear. Yeah, fear. Fear that I'm not going to get it done. Fear that it all depends on me. Fear that I'm going to let someone down. Fear that all of the good that I've hoped for is going to end with failure and bad news. And all of those fears lead to sleepless nights, eating the wrong thing, stressing out your relationships, affecting your health. The list goes on and on and on and on. And so what do? Well, first off, the Bible reminds us that God hasn't given us the spirit of fear. So let's start there. The reminder is you've got to cast all of your anxiety on God, and God hasn't given you a spirit of fear. Now, outside of the natural things that we have to do, sleep and exercise, those are really practical methods in dealing with stress. Sleep and exercise. And if you're like me, you don't get enough of either one. And I have a very strained relationship with sleep right now. We're not seeing eye to eye. We're going to counseling. I want to work things out. I know that I messed up. Sleep. And if you're listening, I just want you back. I want you back in my life. I'll do whatever it takes. Just come back, please. Wait a minute. Sorry. I got a little too personal. Let me give you four things that I want you to work on in dealing with stress. Number one, do your best. You can't ask God to bless efforts that you're not actually taking. So do your best. Whatever job, whatever assignment you've been given by God, do your best and watch Him bless your best efforts. Number two, accept your own humanity. That's really important. Accept your own humanity. Know that it all doesn't depend on you. It's not all up to you. It's God working with you, God blessing your efforts, God walking with you and helping you. When we are stressed, it's our own internal way of saying, I'm in control, it all depends on me, and I'm more worried about what people think of me than I am about what God has declared over my life. When you release stress to God, you're accepting your humanity and saying, God, I need your help. Number three, this is really important. Release the fear, the worry, the anxiety. Give it over to God. Give over those worries about what people are going to think or whether or not you can get it done. Release it to God and watch God take over and do far beyond what you could ever imagine. And number four, really important, here it is. This is the clincher. Accept what God allows. Accept the outcome that you've entrusted to God. If you've done your best, you've accepted your humanity, and you've released your anxiety over to God, then accept that the outcome is in His hands and trust Him to do far more than you could ever imagine. So this is what I want you to do today. I want you to identify the thing that's stressing you the most. Identify that area of life that's stressing you, and I want you to accept your humanity, release your fears about that to God, and accept what God allows with a reckless abandon, knowing that He's ultimately in control. Oh, and one more thing, stop being such a control freak. Respectfully, I mean that with great respect. Stop it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. No, too much? I thought it might be. Let it go. Leave it in God's hands. Do your best and leave the results up to God. Anyway, God doesn't want us to live those stressed out lives. He desires lives for His children that are full of life, love, happiness, where we live in a reckless abandon in the care of God. I'll see you next week. Good to see you. I hope that you're going to deal with stress better. I'm going to try. This is Gracepoints. God bless you.